this is supposed to catch your dreams. That's why it's called Dreamcatcher. But this net right here is where dreams go through and bad dreams get stuck, so they don't get to you. She gave me this at the time when I was having a lot of nightmares, and looking back at it now, I think it worked. So thank you so much. But yeah, I changed this whole video purpose not to thank my best friend, even though I need to thank her for a lot, but because I want to talk about dreams, of course. And my inspiration. Let me just put my phone on mute. Okay, now we're free. And my inspiration for that was because I had one extremely wild dream today. Yeah. But we're not going to get onto it just yet. We have to go on a few years back so you can understand how my mind works, Because I can just tell you about one dream and then you'll judge me, and yeah, you'll think I'm crazy. So you have to understand that I'm crazy for a long time before this. It's not only a thing that I had today. No, I'm crazy for a long time. No, I'm joking. Well, okay. So we will go back in time, okay? We will go back a few years. I don't know how many exactly. So I need you to concentrate, alright? It's a long trip. We can't stop for bathroom. So if you need to, just go ahead. You can go now. Because I want you to get comfortable, okay? I want you really snug, comfortable for the ride. No pauses to go to the bathroom or to eat. Well, maybe you can eat. I don't know. It depends on what you're eating. Are you bringing food? I hope it's good. I just want you to be comfortable. Comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Okay, so let's go. I'll give you a minute. If you are also waiting for the others that have to go somewhere and do something right now, we can totally hang around and just breathe. Let's just say that. But well, this is how I remember my Dreamland to have started, and that's the beginning of this journey. So, first of all, I would really enjoy, if you're not asleep by the end of this video, for you to drop in the comment section if you had this reoccurring dreams that was always the same dream, but you had it almost every night. Okay? Because I know many people that did, and they were very different. But I'm so curious to see if other people, maybe around the world, have the same experience as me. So, we have just entered the gates of Dreamland. Now we shall proceed. If you take a look at the right, you will see my early teenage years. And as you can see, it's dark. Very dark. Actually, there's nothing there. I don't know what happened, but when I stopped having those dreams that I just told you about, I just didn't dream. I didn't dream at all. So that's why you see nothing. And it was also a weird time for me because maybe, just maybe, that was when my childhood died. A minute of silence for her. Joking. No, but yeah, it was empty, as you can see. But if you look to the right ahead, let's go there. Okay. If you look to the right, you can see all sorts of amazingness. Right? Look at that house. It's amazing, isn't it? I especially like the inside garden, but that's my opinion. So yeah, this is about the time I reach a different stage in my Dreamland. And this is when I started dreaming again. And not only did I start dreaming, but I had lucid dreams. And at the time I didn't know that existed. I didn't know other people had them too. I just lived them. I don't know. And for what I've researched after I knew other people had this experience, is that you find clues in your dreams that make you understand that you're actually dreaming. And there's a few stages to this, but not only can you understand that you're dreaming, but you can control what you're dreaming about. Excuse me. So, let's put an example. I do not build a dream. I get onto a dream. Imagine we're here right now, and this is my dream. I did not build this bed or put these lights here. I'm here, and I know this is a dream, but I can control how the lights flick, or how my voice is sounding, or that I'm recording this right now. You see, I can control tiny bits of reality in those dreams that make it mine, and I understand that in my own reality. Like when I wake up, I understand that I was dreaming, and so yeah, there's all sorts of amazingness, as you can see, because I started to live through my dreams, and I have built all sort of stuff that I wish I had in my real life. And that part is really sad, even though And that's the problem. So, for the people who are trying to lucid dream, here's my advice. Document everything. Don't overdo your reality. And keep in mind, you're just dreaming. It would be particularly hard to dream about a scenario that I wished it happened or that I really wanted to happen, and I would dream it at night, and then by day nothing of that would happen. And the way these two didn't connect really did me wrong. So yeah, it is beautiful to look at. There's all sorts of happiness in numerous ways. I am loved, I am blessed, I have my dream house, which by the way, as I said before, has an interior garden all in glass, so I can have contact with nature all throughout the house. Even though I'm the worst to take care of plants, that's why I would like an interior jungle, so I don't have to have like real plants inside the house, because I'm the worst. I truly am. Like, believe me, I love them. I love them so much. They're the cutest. Like, all the flowers people have it out. It's incredible. But somehow, I just touch a living thing, and that living thing does not touch me, and it dies. No, wait. Living thing, no. Plants only, because I love animals, and they usually like me. Yeah. So that's good. But yeah, plants, I'm the worst. So if anyone has like ASMR to learn how to take care of plants, I'll be watching it drop it somewhere. I'll be watching it for sure, because I want plants around the house, and as you can see from my room, there's none. And believe it, there's none. But well, let's get on with this. So yeah, lucid dreaming land was bad for me. So it was a journey for me to stop hanging around in my dreams and actually dreaming like normal dreaming. But well, that never happened, and that leaves us to the present. Welcome to present Dreamland. I'll tell you guys. Well, if I can explain the present in a few words, it would be weird, funny, very vivid, but fine. So, since always I have had a pretty creative mind, even though I don't really use it, let's be honest. But well, and that actually reveals itself through my mind. I have always had the most complex and strangest dreams. I will tell a whole story, and my friends would say that would be a book, that could be a series, something like that. You're crazy. How do you dream that in a night? Yeah. I could be a writer, but I just don't have the patience. I wrote before, but who got the time, right? Working a job, recording this. Okay, so the theme that inspired today's video, my dream, this night's dream, that is in the present dreamland, as we've come to see. So best as I can everything I've dreamed of. But just know that you won't probably get the same vision because I'm not that great at describing things. And I would draw it for you, but unfortunately, I'm also very bad at drawing. So try to enjoy the ride. So this is like a post-apocalyptic kind of scene if we see in movies. Everything's kind of destroyed, but kind of not. Like we're trying to recover from something really bad that happened. But in this reality, nothing bad happened. There's just a big, big difference in the way people live, because the difference between rich and poor really, really got out of hand. And poor people live almost like homeless people, but inside buildings that have no way to be repaired or are just really old. So this scenario looks kind of gray, kind of destroyed, but it's not destroyed. It's just the way it is. It's just the way people live in that reality. My dream. Which is so sad to dream about. But me and a group of not friends, of other people, have this weird vision and feeling that something came to us, something communicated with us, and we don't actually know what it's about, but this group of people finds each other and understand that we had exactly the same vision. Like exactly the same vision. Just imagine waking up one day and there's people looking for you because we all dreamt of the same thing. That was kind of the feeling I was kind of skeptical, but at the same time, the way they describe it, I knew it was real. So yeah, kind of in secret, because our society was very, very closed, and people couldn't gather and discuss about topics. It was very controlled, and kind of in secret we reunited the group every night and tried to research about it, tried to learn what it is, why it happened, and how it connects us, why we needed to be connected. We get nothing with science. We actually try many things. We even consider an hypothesis that we are made from the same matter, and somehow we were chose to be together. Someone chose for us to be together, but that didn't work because we couldn't prove that. So I decided we should try some other route. There is no way something physical connected us. Why would our minds read that if it was physical? And we started researching what we could do about that, about our minds. And we got to the conclusion that we should meditate together. We had a lot of studies proving that particles can actually intertwine. When we meditate, we can actually reach some sort of well, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not a scientist and I do not understand. Okay, I'm sorry, my battery died. Okay, I'll go back a little. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how to talk about this. Yeah, ignore that. So we decide to meditate, and in order to meditate in group, we decide to do a circle can hold hands while doing it. So our consciousness, in a way, would be united by the atoms in our hands. Something like that. There was a bond. We believed there was a bond between us and that our energies could get somewhere, could get us some answers. And it did. In that meditation, we actually go somewhere. We don't know where, but it's a place. It's actually a place. And while there are many little forms, and how can I describe these forms? Just imagine if humans were a blob. Not the very best description, but yeah, just imagine if humans were blobs. And they come to us and they said that they have been trying to communicate with humans for centuries. Attention, this is not some alien story. It is not. But yeah, those creatures have been trying to communicate with us and they want to help us. They have been watching the suffering that has been occurring on Earth, and they have the answer for our planet's problems, like ambientalist problems in the like global warming and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not native. Yeah, like global warming and stuff. They could help us. So as a bunch of people that worry about that and did a lot of research to be in this place that we can't even explain, we accept their help. And they didn't think twice. The minute we said, okay, we accept your help, they touched us and we immediately woke up. Immediately. We didn't know what happened if they come with us. It was just us in that circle, and we started to discuss what happened and who could that be. And it was too real because we all saw it, we all participated in it, we all talked, and we all felt them touch us. So the meeting is off, and we all go home, right? Home. The place that, yeah. And something's off. Something's very off. People on the streets suddenly just don't feel like people. And when I'm on my way home, a girl comes to me and she speaks to me, and it's like she knows me. And I don't know that face, but in a way I feel like I know that person. You know that feeling when you feel like you know someone but you don't recall from where, but you have the certainty that you don't know that face. Yeah, so because I had that feeling and so many stuff was happening about feelings, I just decided to go along with it, and I invited the girl to come into my home with me. We go on the evening and we're just talking, and nothing much appears to be strange until the moment I touch her in the face. I touch her and I feel nothing. Like it's just void. Imagine this is the face. I touch it and I feel void, but I see my hand on her face. But my feeling is void. It's like there's nothing there. And trusting feelings from a few times, I knew that that wasn't right. So I kept the conversation going. But after this, the girl was pretty suspicious. She tried to tried to say goodbye, saying that it was late, she had to go home, she had to go to her parents, blah blah blah. So many reasons that made no sense for her age. And she didn't know, she knew I knew, but she was still trying to cover up for saw before in our visions. And I understood that they came to this planet, but they didn't show themselves as who they were. Like the blobs of humans that we saw, they came and tried to go as people, which is not right for me. It didn't feel right to me, you know. So I go to sleep, and when I wake up, first thing I do is try to find everyone that had been in that meditation with me. It was not possible. I couldn't find anyone, and in some type of way, everyone I crossed by on the street felt wrong. Like they were not people. They had no energy. They actually, the exact opposite. It was like they were black holes just sucking in all the energy that was. I felt tired, so tired, but I just kept going, trying to understand what's going on. So I go back to our lab where we do research, you know, and I find one person that was in the group of the meditation that was also there, and I start telling him about everything and the experience I had the previous night and the girl, and he just looked at me and said, tell me what you know. Tell me more. And I didn't feel nothing about it, and since I was trusting my feelings, I kept going until the minute that person became other thing and tried to arrest me, like hold me physically and drain me, like take my body to use it and become me. Yeah, this is where it gets like thrilling. Yeah, so I understand what is going on, and he's trying to hold me, but fortunately the body he's using is not very strong compared to mine, because I'm so strong. Yeah, and we just I get free. I free myself, and at the moment the blob reveals itself, and it's a different color from the blobs we saw. Like the blobs we saw were kind of bluish tone, like dead skin. You know, when a person is dead, they have that skin color, but kind of blue. You know, but this one was green, like it was rotten, and that was the moment I understood that there was like stages to these blobs, and they were about to. They just wanted life. They wanted to snatch our life, and yeah, I started running. Suddenly I see everyone's blobbing, and there's a few people running because they also understand what's going on, even though they didn't have this vision. So we're trying to run free and not get catched, and I understand these things can get killed because I saw one get hurt in a wall. So it just starts to be an action movie. All the people I don't know, I scream at them, they can die. We gotta save ourselves, and almost war begins in between us and the blobs. And I finally understand that they just needed a portal, something to get back onto Earth, and they used us. They used us because they know we could be the bridge between their place and our place. And I get so mad because I just brought this upon Earth, and I just wanted to save it. And so through my mind I connect with the people that was that by through touching us and coming with us, like through a portal that we are through the portal that we were to Earth, that we got the powers to go back to their place whenever we wanted, and to some other places too, because we became actually a portal. So while my body is fighting for its place on Earth, my mind is like, at the same time, it's like I'm meditating, I'm like fighting and just killing blobs. But my mind is out there finding the others, knowing that they're alive, and they are. They also got to the same conclusion as me, even though they didn't quite realize it. They used the portal to save themselves and to exist in another reality in which they weren't in danger. So we couldn't die in a way, even though our bodies were in danger. And we together become with a plan, and we understand who we need to attack, and that we need to go back to the portal. Meditation again, and just hold them in that circle to lead them to their planet or their space. We don't know. So here's what happens. We use our energy and frequency to do the circle. In the city, we started everything, and we see the blobs just getting mad. They're feeling it too. They're through the portal again, and they're getting out of their meat corpse that they're trying to live in here, and it didn't work. So we're actually fighting. They're holding on to stuff on the ground and buildings. They don't want to go to that portal we're creating, and it's very strong since we're using our mind's power. Yeah, and they just burn. They didn't go through the portal at all. They couldn't, because they weren't touching us, so they couldn't make their way through our portals. So they burned because they didn't belong in this reality. And it's over. We are drained. We have no energy. We just fall onto the ground. I don't know what happens to the others, but I fall to the ground, and there was bodies all over. And I remember just like falling onto my arm and looking, and there was some sort of body that was still moving, but I had no strength, and I just knocked out. When I woke up, I was not there. I was someplace else, and that thing that was moving is taking care of me. And this is not a blob, but this is not a human. And after I had this dream, I woke up and I just let yourself be. Let yourself dream about scenarios that don't make sense at all, or sense that do make sense, or dreams that do make sense. But at the end of the day, all it matters is that you're happy and good. So, here, take these dreams with you.